All right, Ted Rollins, thank you so much for joining us live there in California covering this case regarding Scott Peterson. Still with us in studio, we have our two attorneys, Josh Schiffer and Jack Rice. Yes, gentlemen, I was referring to you reacting as he was saying the prosecution's theory of the case. And I can tell you based on your reactions that you're criminal defense attorneys. But why did you react so strongly? What are your thoughts? Jack, you go first.
Hold on. It is not, has nothing to do with me being a criminal defense attorney. The
American.
That's right. Loving American father.
All right. Okay,
can you
tell
feel
us
it?
why.
Okay, here's my problem. The problem is this is about a fair trial. The allegations are horrifying, and we all remember them. But what we want here is a fair trial, so if he's convicted, we can all shoot him out of a cannon and we can accept that. The problem that we have here is this woman was a ringer. She was a liar at 15 different directions, and it feels as if her goal, her singular goal, was not just to get on this jury, but was to find him guilty, but to convince everybody else in the room that he is guilty. You need a unanimous verdict. The problem is for the prosecutors to make this argument that it doesn't make any difference. It does. It makes every single difference. But my biggest problem is I know how judges deal with these regularly. Their response will be, no harm, no foul. He's
I don't
guilty.
think so in this case. I don't think so in this case. I don't think so in this case.
Derek Chauvin. Remember that case where we had a juror who actually said, oh, I've never been to anything except for the fact that he says, get off our neck, and he's at a place in D.C.? Guess what? He went down
to me seems a little bit different. I don't know. In this case, there's so many different facts. It's not that she lied about one thing. She lied again and again and again and again and again and again.
But the lack of integrity brings up the fact that this is an injustice. It's an injustice to have her sit on a jury and claim to be impartial when clearly the ringer is in. And injustice there,
I think it's a perfect word.
The injustice there, it affects everything, all of our system. Very few cases get tried. Even fewer cases get tried to a death penalty.
You got this, brother. Come on.
And what ends up happening is that this kind of behavior ruins the system for everyone. This is why we can't have good things.
Well, I do agree, right? We have to protect the system and all the rights of the individuals. Here's my real question, because the facts of this case are horrific. If there's a new trial for Scott Peterson 19 years later, do you think that the state could prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do. I think they can, and I think they have the witnesses for it. I think they have the expertise for it. They have everything that they needed previously for it, and I think they can do it now. They need to give him a fair trial, because if we're talking about rule of law and we're talking about the legitimacy of the system, we have to have a system in place that's fair. So if he's found guilty, dare I say it, when he's found guilty, we can all sit back and say, you know what? He got a fair trial. He went down regardless. Instead, what we have now is he went down regardless. It didn't matter what happened.
And I think for the fairness of our system, I really do think that there's an opportunity for the defense to win this argument and there to be a new trial. We're going to stay tuned and see. Hold that thought, only because we do need to take a break. We're going to take that break, and then when we come back, we're going to return to Missouri for the missing son murder trial. We'll pick up where we left off with more testimony being presented by the state.